Hello and welcome dear students of class 11. This is the second video lecture on the chapter Albert Einstein at School from your supplementary reader Snapshots. Students, in my first video, we have discussed that Albert was not a very good student if we judge his performance in the class. He questioned the education system of his time and defied the set norms. There were circumstances when he was about to be expelled from the school. In the story we saw that in the history period, when the teacher asked him a question, he did not know the answer and he told the teacher very frankly that he did not believe in learning dates and facts. The teacher was annoyed and asked him mockingly what was Albert's theory of education, to which he had replied that ideas always attracted him more than facts. So he felt miserable at school. Even after returning to his lodgings, he did not find any comfort or solace because he used to live in a very poor section of Munich. He did not complain about the bad food or lack of comfort or the dirt and squalor there, but what troubled him the most was the slum violence. Albert discussed this problem with his close friend Yuri, and to this Yuri replied that even the students with whom he lived were not very civilized people. Albert also shared his worries about passing the examinations with his cousin Elsa when she came from Berlin to meet him. And Elsa told him that she knew many students who were more stupid than Albert, but they passed through the examination. She said that he did not have to understand anything or know anything, he just have to buy hard things to get through the examination. So we get to know that the education system in those days laid emphasis on rote learning, and Albert was not good at rote learning or learning things by heart. Yet he was always busy reading a book, and he loved to read books on science. His another interest was playing music. He loved to play violin, but his landlady used to call it a wailing and always stopped him. So after staying for 6 months in Munich, he told his friend Yuri that he wanted to go back to his country, Italy, and he wanted to go back to Milan because he thought that he was wasting his father's money and everybody else's time. So students, we have done till here in the previous video. Now I'll continue further. And then what will you do? Yuri asked. When Albert said that he wanted to leave school and go back to his country, Yuri asked what will he do? Did he have any backup plan? I don't know. If I go to Milan, I'm afraid my father will send me back unless. His eyes gleamed with a sudden idea. Yuri, do you know any friendly doctors? First of all, Albert said that he did not have any plan and he knew that if he returned to Milan, his father would send him back until he has taken the school passing diploma. But then suddenly his eyes gleamed because his mind was struck by an idea and he asked Yuri if he knew any doctors. I know a lot of medical students and some of them are friendly, said Yuri. Doctor? No. I have never had enough money to go to one. Why? Yuri told that he knew many medical students. Some of them were friendly, but he did not know any doctors and he never had the money to visit a doctor because visiting a doctor was quite expensive. And he said, why is he asking this? Suppose, said Albert, that I had a nervous breakdown. Suppose a doctor would say it's bad for me to go to school and I need to get right away from it. And this was his plan. He said, suppose a doctor certifies that I had a nervous breakdown and it's bad for me to go to school, then he would be able to get away from here. I can't imagine a doctor saying that, said Yuri. But Yuri said that, why would a doctor say that? I must try, said Albert, to find a doctor who specializes in nerves. But Albert was very much firm in his mind. He has decided and he said, I would try to find a doctor who is a specialist in nerves. There are plenty of them, Yuri told him. He hesitated for a moment and then added, rather reluctantly, I'll ask some of the students if they know one, if you like. Yuri said that he knew many doctors. Then he hesitated for a while and he said he would ask some of the students if they knew any specialist in nerves, if he wanted. This shows that Yuri was a true friend and he is always eager to help Albert. Will you? Oh, thank you, Yuri. Albert's eyes were shining. Albert was really happy and he thanked Yuri. Wait a moment, I haven't found one yet. And Yuri said, it is too early to thank me because I haven't found a doctor yet. Oh, but you will. But Albert showed full trust in him and he said, yes, you will. And if I do, I don't know if he will be willing to help you. Yuri is still thinking and he is apprehensive and he said, even if I find a doctor, I do not know whether the doctor would be willing to help you. He will, declared Albert. I'm going to have a real nervous breakdown to make it easier for him. He laughed merrily and Albert said that the doctor would certify and he would really have a nervous breakdown to make it easier for the doctor, and then he laughed. I have never seen you looking less nervous, remarked Yuri. A day or two at school will soon put that right, Albert assured him. Certainly he had lost his high spirits when Yuri saw him next. Next time when Yuri met him, Albert was looking very sad and depressed. He had lost his high spirits. I can't stand it any longer, he said. I really shall have a nervous breakdown and that will satisfy any doctor. He told Yuri that he can't bear it anymore and he is really going to have a nervous breakdown which will satisfy any doctor. Keep it up then, said Yuri. I have found a doctor for you. And then Yuri disclosed the good news that be happy that I have found a doctor for you. You have? Albert's face lit up. Oh, good. When can I see him? Albert again became happy and he said, when can he meet the doctor? I have an appointment for you for tomorrow evening. Yuri said, here is the address. And Yuri told that he had taken the appointment for the next day evening and he gave him the address of the doctor. He handed Albert a piece of paper. Dr. Ernst Weil. Is he a specialist in nervous troubles? Asked Albert. So the doctor's name is Ernst Weil and Albert wanted to know whether he was a specialist in nerves. Not exactly, Yuri admitted. As a matter of fact, he only qualified as a doctor last week. You may even be his first patient. And Yuri said, not exactly. As a matter of fact, he was a student who had passed out medical examination only the previous week. And Yuri said that you might be his first patient. You knew him as a student then. And Albert said, okay, you knew him when he was a student. I have known Ernst for years. Yuri hesitated for a few moments. He is not a fool. He warned Albert. What do you mean? And Yuri told him that he knew Ernst Weil for many years and he said he is very smart and do not try to cheat him. And Albert wanted to know what he meant. Don't try to pull the wool over his eyes, that's all. Be frank with him, but don't pretend you have got what you haven't. Yuri said, don't try to cheat him. Don't pretend to have something which you don't have. Don't pretend to have a nervous breakdown and be frank with him and tell your problem to him. Not that you would deceive anyone, Yuri added. You are the world's worst liar. And Yuri said that you would not be able to befool him because you are the world's worst liar. That shows that it was a compliment for him. Albert was quite honest in his dealings. Albert spent the next day wondering what to tell the doctor. When the time arrived for his appointment, he had worried over it so much that he really was quite nervous. Next day, Albert spent the whole day thinking what he should discuss with the doctor, what he would explain to the doctor, why he wanted to be away from school. And when it was the time for his appointment, he had thought about this so much, he had worried about this so much that he was looking really nervous. I don't really know how to describe my trouble, Dr. Vale, he began. He went to meet the doctor and he started by saying that I don't really know how to describe my trouble. Don't try, said the young doctor with a friendly smile. Yuri has already given me a history of the case, and the doctor had a friendly smile on his face. He said, then don't try because I already know the history of the case. Oh, what did he say? Only that you want me to think you have had a nervous breakdown and say that you must not go back to that school. So Yuri had already briefed the doctor, and doctor knew that Albert wanted him to certify that he had a nervous breakdown, and the doctor should say that he should be away from school. Oh dear, Albert's face fell. He shouldn't have told you that. And Albert was really upset. Yuri should not have told you that. Why not? Isn't it true then? Doctor said, why not? Isn't it true? Yes, that's the trouble. Now you will say there is nothing wrong with me and you will tell me to go back to school. And Albert said that this is the problem. Now you will tell me because you are quite alright. You must go back to school. Don't be too sure of that, said the doctor. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure you are in a nervous state about that school. And doctor said, don't be too sure about that. As a matter of fact, I can see that you are quite nervous about going to the school. But I haven't told you anything about it, said Albert, wide-eyed. And Albert was quite surprised that how does the doctor know all this? I haven't told anything. How can you know that? Because you wouldn't have come to see me about this if you hadn't been pretty close to a nervous breakdown. That's why. And the doctor said that if then you would not have come to meet a doctor if you were not close to a nervous breakdown about going to the school. And then, now said the doctor briskly, if I certify that you have had a nervous breakdown and you must stay away from school for a while, what will you do? Then the doctor said that if I certify and if I give you a certificate that you had a nervous breakdown and you should be away from school on medical grounds, what are you planning to do? I'll go to Italy, said Albert, to Milan, where my parents are. And Albert said that he wanted to return home to his parents in Milan, in Italy. And what will you do there? And doctor said, what is your plan? What are you intending to do there? I will try to get into an Italian college or institute. He said he would try to get admission in some Italian college or institute. How can you without a diploma? The doctor said that without getting school passing diploma, how will you get admission in a college? I will ask my mathematics teacher to give me something about my work, and perhaps that will be enough. I have learnt all the maths they teach at school and a bit more, he added when Dr. Well looked doubtful. Albert told the doctor that he will ask his mathematics teacher to give a reference saying that he had learnt all the maths that they teach at school, rather he knew more, and but doctor was still doubtful. Well, it's up to you, he said. I doubt if it will come off, but I can see you are not doing yourself or anyone else much good by staying here. How long would you like me to say you should stay away from school? Would 6 months be all right? The doctor was not very convinced that he would get admission in a college, but he said, okay, but if I ask and give you the certificate, how long would you like to stay away from school? "This is very kind of you." Albert was happy and he said, "It's nothing. I have only just stopped being a student myself, so I know how you feel. Here you are." Dr. Whale handed him the certificate and the best of luck. So the doctor said, "I have also been a student recently and I can empathize with you. I can feel how you are, what you are going through and how you feel." And then he handed him the certificate and he wished him best of luck. How much? Albert wanted to pay the doctor. "Nothing. If you have anything to spare, invite Yuri to a meal. He is a good friend of mine and yours too, I think." The doctor said, "You need not pay me anything, but if you have spare money, take Yuri for a treat because he is a good friend of mine and yours too." Albert had no money to spare, but he pretended he had and took Yuri out to supper. Although Albert did not have any spare money, but he behaved as if he had and he invited Yuri for dinner. Children, let's stop here today. In the next video, we'll continue with the rest of the story. Thank you.